What's up, sports fans? Welcome back to the Fumble. I'm your host, Jackie Ray. Thanks for checking in with us once again as we get into this NBA bubble recap action. Before we break all this down, though, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And don't forget to follow me on all things social media at JRayTheFanatic. And I just want to take a second because I need to be a little petty. I don't mind being petty, but I don't want to be petty with Dame Dollar. However, he is inside the bubble and he's all on his social media talking about Hulu has live sports. It's not true. They have some live sports because I have to go to the bar to cheer for my Lakers or boo the Clippers because it's blacked out here in LA. Hulu, you have some explaining to do, but we can get into that later. Right now, let's check the scorecard and recap tonight's games. Now, speaking of Dame Dollar, he missed 2 opportunities to close out the game against the Clippers on Saturday night. But if you saw his post-game interview, you saw that he was mad and you saw that it lit a fire under him, which is perfect because they were in a must-win situation against the 76ers. Dame did not disappoint. Going into the fourth quarter, Dame had 22 points and 5 assists in the opening half of the game. But even though he had 33 points going into the fourth quarter, Portland still trailed by 1. Al Horford sinks a 3-pointer with 12 seconds left, which brings the 76ers within 1 point. But Nurkic draws the foul, sinks them both, and the Trailblazers have a 3-point lead. Dame closes out the game with 51 points and 7 assists. I told y'all Dame Dollar has a chip on his shoulders, and I personally hope he carries that chip throughout the playoffs. Wizards are playing now just because they have to, because they're in the bubble, but they've officially been eliminated, so no surprise. OKC takes the win 121-103, but Sunday's game that really mattered was for the Memphis Grizzlies, who are trying to clinch the number 8 spot in the West. No luck, though, thanks to Pascal Siakam. He put up 26 points. Norman Powell and Serge Ibaka added some help from the bench. Serge had a double-double with 12 points and 12 rebounds, and the Raptors win 99-108. It's a long road, but the Spurs are another win closer to becoming the first team in NBA history with 23 consecutive playoff appearances. But if you're a Pelicans fan, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you because the playoffs are over for the Pelicans. It's not going to happen. Thanks in part to DeMar DeRozan, who led the way in the Pelicans' demise, scoring 27 points. But take a second, you guys, and look at this really quick.
Pulled down 10 rebounds. How about getting 22 rebounds out of Eubanks and Pirtle today?
Yes, that is 33-year-old Rudy Gay out here looking like young Rudy Gay. He scores 19 points to help the Spurs destroy all hopes for the Pelicans. I don't know why I like saying that, but I do. Spurs pull out the win 122-113. The game for the Clippers and Celtics didn't matter because both teams are secure in the playoffs, but the final game on the night was Kings and the Rockets. Kings don't have a snowball's chance in hell in making the playoffs, but that did not stop them from coming out like they might. They were up 13 at the end of the first quarter, but that faded quickly as the Rockets were leading at the half 61-56. Russell Westbrook did not play tonight. He was out because of a right quad injury. It is his second straight absence, but it didn't matter because Austin Rivers shows up in a big way, 41 points. James Harden had 32, and the Rockets win 129-110. So let's take this moment and give a final farewell to the Kings and the Pelicans. So long, farewell. Now let's get to these rankings. All right, so here we are with the standings. All the positions in the East have been decided. In order of the Eastern Conference, it goes Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, Heat, Pacers, 76ers, Nets, and Magic. The Magic need to be really thankful that the seats are decided because they have lost 4 inside the bubble. The West has been decided with the exception of the number 8 spot. The 7 teams who are secure are the Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Rockets, OKC, the Jazz, and the Mavericks. But with Portland's win and Memphis' loss, the Trailblazers and the Grizzlies are now tied for the number 8 spot. However, the Spurs and Suns still have a shot. So I feel like I'm talking about Dame Dollar a lot tonight, which makes sense because I love Dame Dollar. So let's keep this train rolling as we kick off some of these must-see moments. Take a look at this. Why do an alley-oop to your teammate when you can use the face of Tobias Harris? Take a look.
Boy, that went off.
That is so embarrassing. But my question is, do we give Dame the points and the assist? Or does Tobias get an assist too? Because he clearly helped on that one. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. And even though Zion played over 27 minutes and scored 25 points, the Pelicans just did not look good overall. And in his post-game interview, he talked about the lack of energy the Pelicans had going into the game. Take a look.
Something is not acceptable, and that lack of spirit in the first half really dictates the second half. And if we would have came out better, maybe we would have had a different outcome. So.
Yeah, that's rough. We all here at the Fumble, we love Zion, but at least now they get to take a little bit of a mental break, and Zion can really kind of get his mind wrapped around his weight, because he's going to need to get that under control. But you guys, what's the theme for tonight? Dame Dollar. So I would personally like to dedicate this moment to Patrick Beverley and Paul George.
Richardson right up on him. Nurkic the screen. Lillard, and you know what? Oh, do they count it? Yes, they do, and a foul.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Hit him with that 4-point play. Dame Dollar. Oh, did I mention he scored 51 points tonight? I just wanted to make sure, because I need to make sure the Clippers are seeing that as well. All right, sports fans, now it's time to see what everyone else is doing tonight, what they're talking about. So let's get into the social media moments. First up, he who shall not ever live up to the hype. At least not for me, but this is AKA Lonzo Ball. I know a lot of you get mad at me because I am completely underwhelmed by all things Lonzo, but hey, the numbers don't lie, right? You tell him, Bleacher Report. Look at this tweet. Says Lonzo scores 5.6 points, 5.3 rebounds, 6.8 assists, 26% from the field, 19% from beyond the arc. Pelicans are 2-4 in Orlando. That is just facts, y'all. There's no lies. So why would you clap back on that? Unless you're Lonzo Ball, who claps back with, make sure y'all post my next year too. What? My guy, we can post your stats from the last 3 years. I mean, what are we talking about here? Let's not do this. But let's say less, Lonzo. Let's do it like this next Twitter user who, if you're gonna tweet something after you win. Kyla posted this picture of Pascal Siakam blocking Ja Morant with the caption, "I love you, Ja, but honestly, get that garbage out of here." Love it. See? Love sprinkled with a little bit of shade. That's how you got to do it. Now, if you have been enjoying your weekend, you might have missed Draymond Green gushing about another impressive appearance from Devin Booker. On Friday's TNT, Draymond had this to say about Devin Booker.
It's great to see Book playing well and Phoenix playing well, but get my man out of Phoenix. It's not good for him. It's not good for his career. Sorry, Chuck. But they got to get Book out of Phoenix. I need my man to go somewhere where he can play great basketball all the time and win, because he's that type of player.
Are you tampering?
Maybe.
Now, I personally didn't think anything of this, except for I really didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to hear any rumors about, is Devin Booker now going to Golden? No, he's not going to Golden State. His contract, he's not even a free agent until 2024. But it was much worse than me just having to talk about it. And it's all Ernie's fault, because he asked Draymond if he was tampering. Draymond said, yeah, maybe. And so guess what? The NBA fined him, which makes this tweet perfect. Draymond waking up with a $50,000 fine, remembering his $100 million extension. Ooh, that is ridiculous. And somewhere Magic Johnson is like, yep, see, you can't say anything, Draymond. Well, that is true. And Bleacher Report wasted no time to throw salt in the freshly opened New Orleans wound. They posted this tweet saying, sad truth. Pelicans are officially out of the playoff race. JJ Redick's 12-year playoff streak is over. But like I said, this is a good thing, people, because now the Pelicans can focus on some chemistry and Zion doesn't have to worry about his weight. Silver lining, people. But come on, I'm going to stick with my favorite topic of the night. So please take a look at this live picture of Paul George and Patrick Beverley watching Damian Lillard score 50 points. I love y'all for continuing this beef, by the way. And obviously, I'm on Dame Dollar's side. So that wraps up the game for this weekend. Let me know your favorite moments in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Once again, I'm Jackie Ray, and thanks for watching The Fumble. We'll see you next time.